Mic check. What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Ay, ay, ay. Of course, my Steam Deck stopped working. My Stream Deck. Just when I needed it. What's up, Riz? So I'm making. Are you talking about the brand, or do you want the? Are you looking for the theme? One sec, guys. I'm desperately trying to get my Steam Deck going, but it's not working. I don't know why. Oh well. Ah, annoying. Type of mix box, hurt box, or old style? Oh, we're doing like a Sega 2P. Straightforward. Let's see if this works. Dude, I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this manually. Yeah, so, what's up, Relentless Ventla? Waking up, some stick love. Yeah, so this is gonna be the theme. It's basically Absolute Universe Wonder Woman. Right? And Magik from the X-Men. So this is the artist that did this, and this is for the homie James. This is from Tanya P. Right over here. Amazing artist. We have two different artists. And then the bottom is this guy. I forgot the name of this artist though. So our client James had commissioned both these pieces. Yeah, we're gonna do a Sega 2P joystick layout, Korean lever. This client has a type. That's a compliment, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but yeah. All right. I don't know why my Stream Deck is not working. I may restart stream. I have no idea why it's not communicating. I might have to do this manually. Let's see. Come on, man. Oh well. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just gonna do this manually today. He likes his ladies a certain way? Well, maybe that's just how the artist depicted it, because he has... I guess you could make that assumption, bro. But sometimes, like for me, for instance, if I hire an artist, I hire an artist for their style. You know what I mean? So I always hire artists for the way that they do their work. So nah, I never had this problem before with the Stream Deck. It was working just a second ago too, that's what's really pissing me off. Like before I always do a test. And I was able to change the scene, and then just kind of conked out, so I have no idea. It's all good. I could just use my mouse and keyboard to change the scenes. Not a big deal. Just, I kind of do it on rapid fire when I just walk over my bench. Alright, guys. So, I'm kind of on the back foot today. I didn't get to do a lot of the prep work that I normally have to do, because, just been really busy. And, so right now, I have to do how I do the OLEDs. I'm gonna install those first. Get that going. Actually, I need to warm up my hot glue gun. Okay, hot glue gun is warming up. As you can see, we are, for the first time, using a red panel. Because this is a commission, and we have a little bit of time instead of the DIY orders, if you happen to grab a commission slot, we could do things like this, like... do a custom commission. And order different types of acrylics. What up, Gator? So yeah, we're doing red today. That's new, right? Oh, you guys should see the other panels. It's so beautiful. So I'm scratching in the pattern for the buttons just so I know where to place the LEDs. Scratching that in. I just use a little push pin to do that. See, I could just kind of see where it is. Alright. Now that I have that, you get a new enclosure gator? Nice, man. Well, this is my last commission for this month. I'm gonna take a break because I need to catch up on stuff. I need to catch up on like R&D and like finishing up mini upgrades to my stuff, and I've been trying to chip away at it. Like I got the USB port. Everyone was asking for USB-C for a mini from dub plate. So I did that, and I kind of want to just like fine-tune stuff. Maybe eliminate some of the layouts that no one's choosing anymore. You know, just fine-tune everything with the shop so it's like everything's cleaner. I think I have too many options for layouts at this point, where everyone kind of just uses like for instance, like leverless layout nowadays, it's just like the same layout, just whether you prefer like 3 or 4 extra buttons in a certain position. So my buddy Aaron from AFS, shout out to AFS Aaron, he kind of had this, like, he uses a system because he has a metal panel, right? He doesn't cut like the acrylics like for support. He has a metal panel that's like universal. Anyway, so he has like this universal leverless layout where you could choose which buttons you want to eliminate or keep or eliminate. And I was thinking of doing something similar to that because that's really like, it's really smart. So just say I make like a standard leverless layout with like all the extra buttons in the positions that everybody wants, and then I could say like, okay, eliminate like if you don't want the 2 extra buttons, you just say I don't want that button, I don't want that button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing for you right now, Gator. If you're gonna stick around, I'll probably be done in like less than 10 minutes for the LED. Probably less than that, to be honest with you. I already put that on YouTube though, Gator. That's an old video. It's on. If you go to my shorts, you could see it. My YouTube shorts. It's like if you look up like jonyfraze LED on YouTube shorts, you'll see it. I did an older video. It's pretty old at this point. But yeah, that's already been done, so. Yeah, we're doing a red plexi. This is for James. This is for the homie James. Gosh, I'm having like such trouble just digging up the adhesive over here. There we go, finally. Yeesh. Gonna hot glue this down. Yeah, what you guys think about the red plexi? So this is like one of the first times I'm using. Actually, it is the first time I'm using red. I've done different color plexis before. I do white pretty often. Everyone asks for white, but yeah, I can't do this on the reg. Like it has to be a commission, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Got to be a commission, because then plan it out and have time to order everything. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I don't really do the red or any other colors unless you ask. Also. Oh, check this out, guys. Look at the side panel. So we're not doing graphics on the side. We chose a really custom, like, red and gold glitter acrylic. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. Okay, so all we gotta do is, here's the button area. I just gotta get the LEDs to kind of go around that area. But that's the only part that's actually gonna be showing, is the side buttons and the area where I'm actually gonna angle it already. There you go. I probably just need like just a couple lines of this. Yeah, just like this. Super simple. And then Gator wanted to know how to splice the cable. All you gotta do is splice the cable and expose the red and black, Gator. And then you wire red to power and then ground and black to ground. That's it. Easy. Nothing to it, man. Shout out to Buttercade. Told me that tech like 6 years ago. More than that at this point. Cut that there. What's up, Joe? What you guys up to? Alright, let's do a quick test to make sure these work, and then we could splice out the button. Hold on, it might be off camera, guys, but I'm kind of on a leash. There you go. Check. Lights. See the lights. You set it to music mode. Check. Alright, cool. Yo, I played last night, but I didn't even touch Alex. I was just trying to learn all the Dhalsim buffs. He got us some decent buffs, man. He didn't. I wouldn't say he got buffs. He just got options. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sim got more options now. Like, you don't always have to use Yoga Blast for combos. I can spend meter and do the EX Yoga Flame, and then instead of doing like just super, you can jump cancel it into. Yo, crazy JJQ, what up? Yeah, you could jump cancel into jump medium punch, and then from there you could cancel to float, you can cancel to fireball, you can cancel to Yoga Mummy. It's pretty good. So they made like medium punch cancelable in the air. I've been wanting to do that. Yeah, Kenny Omega, yup. You guys know that. He made a cool video about that. Or Capcom made a video of him doing the mocap. Yeah, so that's it, Gator. So you just split the red cable and the black cable like this. And then this goes into VCC, and this goes into ground on the board. Easy. But you know, but Kenny's always been a Street Fighter guy, you know what I mean? So that's not surprising that they would tap Kenny Omega for mocap. I mean, like, he's a professional athlete too. Not like it's perfect. He's a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Alex's story? Oh, I should do that later. Maybe I'll do that on stream later. Okay. That's done, guys. Alright, red panel is done. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and work on the side panels first. Just get this out of the way. What's nice about these side panels is that there's no artwork, so I don't have to worry about anything. Oh, you know what, dude? Wait. Yeah, let's do this first, and then we'll go back and do the buttons. We didn't do any of the buttons yet. That's going to be the hardest part. Oh, look how nice and red. George St. Pierre from UFC. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't. I'm pretty sure, like, most, a lot of fight fans are, you know, but fighters are probably like fighting game fans too, you know. It's kind of like the superhero version of what they're doing, you know what I mean? That kind of makes sense that they'd be interested in that. Hold on one sec, guys. Ugh! Have to get a piece of this cloth cleaner. How's everybody's week going, man? I'm been struggling with just this weather, bro. It's like we got like a taste of sunshine here in New York City area, and then it just went back to being cold as fuck. Like last week we had 70 and 80 degree days Fahrenheit. If you guys are, we're in the US, right? So yeah, 70 degree, like 80 degree Fahrenheit days, and then like it just went right back to like 30 degrees. It's the worst, bro. Frieza working, yep, get it. Yeah, this weather sucks, man. I'm like, and end of next week I'll be in California, so I'm like really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to Cali sunshine. I miss that sunshine. Crazy, you want to make a poppin' music controller? You know what? I feel like I should get into rhythm games. Just so I can also like make controllers for them, for that community. Because I feel like I have the skill set. I don't know enough about rhythm games to kind of like. You going back to California permanently? No, I have to be in LA at the end of the month for the Evo Awards. I'm not from Cali. Does everyone think I'm from Cali? A lot of people think I'm from Cali. I'm not. Born and raised on the East Coast. Sorry, raised on the East Coast. Raised on the East Coast. Everything I can remember is from the East Coast, you know? Alright. So we also have, check this out, we have some gold. I love gold. We have gold. Wow. I don't know how this works. Oh, okay, I only need this guy. Mini 2-button OSU stick would be crazy cool. Mania uses 6. Yeah, but like, what would be like a universal? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know a universal like layout for a rhythm controller. And I want to do my own research and not copy somebody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if any rhythm players is interested in that. Maybe we can work on something. I mean, that would be super cool. Just getting some hardware, guys. Yeah, that'd be hard. The Diverdans. Not all of them function the same. Ah, okay. So I would have to be like game specific. Okay, so let me ask you this, guys. What is the most popular rhythm game right now then? That like almost just say you are into rhythm games. Like, what game is that? That shouldn't be quick though if you got Amazon Prime. Frieza. You guys can see the chat, right? I might have to change how the chat looks. I think that goes more off into one-off customs. Yo, but what systems do like, okay, like what's the game though? Like I'm saying, like what is the game? And also, what does it map to? You know what I mean? That's right though, because all rhythm games kind of have like a little shtick, right? You know what I mean? Like one rhythm game may do this. Beat Saber? So how do you play Beat Saber then? Isn't Beat Saber like done with VR? Rhythm games are all whack-ass arcade machines. There's one that uses a 360. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like, there's like a shtick to each one, right? They're all like, have their little waggling motion controllers. Poppin' music is one. I don't know, but you guys think like it would benefit for me to do some R&D? Like let me talk. So hold on. First of all, like when I ask this question, I mean, are people gonna buy it? Let's just be real about the stuff, because people ask me all the time for like Fightstick. Oh, yeah, can you make this? So then like just say a layout, right? Hey Johnny, I think you should do this layout. Everyone wants this layout, and like the guy that's asking is the only fucking guy that wants a layout. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that in the past. Oh, really? Everyone like really wants this layout? Then I'll make it, and then like no one orders it, and it just sits in my options on my website with like no one. Even the guy that requested the layout didn't even order it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one lesson I learned early. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make that a standard, because unless everybody and their mom is using it and I have proof of that, that's when I'll make something a standard. But I'm done just like taking the community suggestions on stuff, especially like, yeah, especially when there's no evidence that people want it. Beat Mania. Poppin' Beat Mania are the top. Poppin' and Beat Mania. Yeah, but I'm not doing that no more, guys. I'm definitely not doing that no more. Hey man, can you do this layout? Everyone wants it. Put it out. Ain't nobody fucking orders it. Just wasted hours and hours of R&D and engineering something. Hop in and beat me in a commercial. Worth it. Okay, so that's all I'm asking for. Thank you for being honest. You know what I mean? But honestly, if someone's like, "Hey, I want a controller for this," just put the buttons here, here, and here, or like just send me a diagram. I could do that, you know, and just tell me how to map it. That's all I need to know. Just how do I map it? There's only one person on Etsy. A lot of times they want arcade perfect. Oh, all right. That requires like some it's not just a box, right? A lot of these things. Yo, these are crazy, these sides, guys. Look how nice these are. Woo! So pretty, right? Eesh. Alright, we do have I can put the pass-through on. Let me go get a USB-C port. USB-C. We got some custom stuff today. So we got these gold guitar strap links. Look how nice these are. Holy moly. Gold. I love gold. All right, and then we got a gold pass through. This is pretty sick looking. What's the theme? So it's Absolute Universe, Wonder Woman, and hold on, Magik from the X-Men. Or Marvel Rivals at this point. That's a mashup. I'll show you the art in a little bit, guys. We're actually gonna get there because I have to extract button art in a sec. Good morning, by the way. What's up, Blue Snow? Where do you get your acrylics from? I have two suppliers, so it depends where. Yeah, it depends like who and where. There's a local spot by me called ENT Plastics. Yeah, custom red panels today. Never have done red before, actually. What kind of software do you use? Photoshop, Illustrator, Bamboo, I guess, for 3D printing, and Paint, MS Paint. Sick, right? Okay, cool. Oh, you know what, too? I might as well go ahead and add my little shimmies to these. Looking at the gallery. Gonna commission a manga stick after one falls apart. It's too clean. Are you talking about my website? Yeah, I made these too small. I laser cut a bunch of these. gonna make them bigger next time. I gotta waste all these first. Yes, sir. Looking through your builds. Nice. Yeah, let me know, man. I'm actually commissions are closed for the rest of the month because I just kind of want to relax a little bit. Then I have to go to Evo. The Evo Awards in LA. It's not Evo. Everyone's like, oh, how come you're not going to Vegas? Like, Evo's in LA this year. I'm like, no. The Evo Awards is a whole separate thing, apparently. I don't know why they didn't just invite us to Evo and be cool. Like, why couldn't we go to Evo for free? Wouldn't that have been much better? Nah, I don't play leverless. I use the layouts I invented, the 6God layouts. I made those layouts for me. It just happened to work out that everyone likes those layouts as well. Okay. So these little things add a little bit of pressure, and they stay in the sides a little more. So I'll leave those in. I have them all in. Move on to buttons. I haven't done any of the... Like I said, I'm a little bit on the back foot today, guys. I usually do this stuff pre-stream. But today, yeah, I figured... Normally I would maybe take like an extra few hours and do all this stuff like off-stream. A lot of this prep work stuff. But I figured I'd just go live earlier today. And honestly, from feedback, like everyone likes seeing more process anyway. So I was like, all right, so I'll just do that. I just thought it would be boring to like, you know, do all this like nitty gritty stuff. But yo, check this out though. The homie James bought like a maniac. Bought 3 sets of gravity buttons. Crazy, like. Literally crazy. So he bought red, black, and yellow or gold or whatever, right? And I kind of prepped what he wanted. He wanted me to take the black rims and put the yellow caps and red caps to match the artwork. So these are the leftovers over here. But can you believe that? We burned all these buttons just to make this set. Right here. James is an absolute maniac. Or a millionaire. One or the other. Maybe he's both. Maybe he's a maniac millionaire. There you go. That's your gamer tag. That's your $1 million gamer tag right there. For wiring, do you use braided mesh or the regular one? So combo, I don't do the braided cables because number one, every time I've done that in the past for people, and I've done it like maybe like a handful of times, every time they try to change a button, they ruin the harness because it's like so custom, and then it ends up coming back to me. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm more of like, I think about things like logistically at this point, and I want customers to be able to repair their own things. So from that perspective, I'm not going to do braided stuff unless you understand the consequences of it. You understand? Because if a customer cannot fix the controller, to me, that's actually like very, very detrimental for business-wise too. Because that means I have to pay for shipping to come back to me, you know, or whatever, shipping out. It's just not logistically like a good idea. If it's for a friend or a special project, of course I will do it. If you guys seen like when I did the build for Anakin for Red Bull, the most intimidating fight stick, it was like a series on Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull TV. I did braided because I was like for a show, you know what I mean? It was like a showpiece. And Anakin, whatever, it's Red Bull. They have infinite amount of money. If something happened, they would have just sent it back to me for free. You know what I mean? But like for a normal commission, I'm not going to take the chance and do braided stuff. Especially if a customer doesn't understand how the wiring works and how to fix it. Because I'd rather just tell a customer, hey, just go buy this Brook cable. And if something goes wrong, or whatever, they break something, oh, no problem, just go buy this Brook cable instead of having to redo, you know, hours and hours of work. And also, it takes hours and hours. Like, to charge for custom braided cables, like, that's an extra $100 guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like, and I cover it too. Unless I show off the wiring with like a window, which I do as well. You know, that's the only time I would recommend it. If you're gonna cover it, what's the point, you know? Alright guys, let me go get some buttons. Nice, nice. Which enclosure did you go with, Combo? Oh, got it, got it. Honestly, I would, like, if I were to build a dub plate, I would still go with the USB-B. I love everything about USB-C except for the durability of it. You know, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, technically faster or whatever. But if you are an active fighting game player and go to a lot of locals, most of the failures I see with people's controllers are the USB-C ports. So, if you're gonna do that, make sure to have one, like, buy the extra connector, like, buy literally 2 of them. Just to have one, you know, on deck. But yeah, everybody asked for it. So I was like, okay, I'll put it up there. Like, the reason I chose USB-B for a reason. You know what I mean? Again, I always think about the bigger picture stuff. You know? Hey, Advancing, what's up? I have to think about the bigger picture stuff, like, down the road, you know? Because if something goes wrong, even though it's a USB port that you buy off Amazon or whatever, they still associate it with my product, and I don't want, you know what I mean? I'm gonna warn people every single time. Is Bluetooth fast enough for fighting games? For casual, yeah. I put a video out, crazy, with the Brook wireless board, if you want to check it out on my YouTube channel. Yeah, you could see, but it's like, what did I say? It's a frame, 1.5 frames, or 1.5, yeah, like 1.5 frames slower. All right, guys, I'm gonna do the side panels first. No, yeah, I like I said, I know exactly why, the benefits of USB-C. But like, yeah, if I wish, here's what I really wish. I wish they made USB-C spec, like the advantages of the speed transfer and all that, but with the same connector as B. That would be my dream situation. All right, guys, so these are the cutouts for the side buttons, right? What's up, Bueno? How are you, brother? How you been, man? Frieza, these are the buttons. We're gonna use the buttons. So me and Frieza, actually Frieza discovered these buttons. Because I just, I've been buying, well, actually, the stock of Sanwa clears in the United States, if you check any of the, stores, you'll find that, like, the 24mm clear Sanwas are, like, gone. You can't even buy one if you tried. These are gravities, but they're mixed. We use 3 different sets of buttons to make one, like maniac status. All right. So this is the first time I'm doing this, guys. But I'm gonna use a glue stick. Screw and seat tongues are $5 a button. Yo, those guys are making bank, bro. I bet you these buttons cost like 30 cents to manufacture. Okay, we got one down. Geesh, I gotta refrain from getting my fingers all gluey. Yeah, so I have to glue these down a little bit harder than... Yo, Diver Dance, thanks for the follow, man. Are those Seimitsu buttons on the side? No, these are our new buttons that we got from Ali. That they're basically a high quality duplicate of the Sanwa clears. Actually, they kind of like, honestly, I feel like they feel better as far as like how they actually feel. And I'm only using these for the side buttons, but for now, honestly, I feel like they have enough potential to be like a legit replacement. Look, they... Saw your video, PW Spark Blaze Barn and fell on them. They're now my #1 button of all time. Do you really like those, dude? I can't play on those. I lose a lot of feel in the game, like I don't know. I guess I have like, oh, shit. One sec, guys. Yeah, I feel like I lose a lot of like the sensation of playing using those buttons. Same thing with the flash taps. You know that stick I built for Ghost input, the that one custom leverless spirit box. I mean, like, yeah, if you like them, you like them. For me, they're way too sensitive. It's like America now. Yo, Combo, thanks for following, man. You know what? Oh, no. I was like, maybe I should be doing this on like some sort of way to hold up the button, but then I realized I need to be really tactile with it. Prefer use the same Mitsu buttons for auxiliary. Yeah. I mean, you seen what I was doing in the past, events and everything with Seimitsu buttons. But when I can get 10 of these buttons for $7, you know what I'm saying? If I can get 10 of these buttons for $7, it means I could feed my kids another meal. $7 whole, bro, for 10 buttons. My kids can survive on rice alone? Not my kids, man. I could. My kids are fucking bougie as fuck, dude. That's what happens when you have kids when you're older and you have more money than when you were like 20 in your 20s. Kids are spoiled as fuck for no reason. You know what I mean? Kids be spoiled as fuck, man. Last week it was kind of like my daughter and my wife's birthday, because their birthdays are 2 days combined, right? And like literally the whole week was like birthday week. It was like one party for my daughter's friends, and then family, and then I mean whatever, right? Let them. Gotta let them enjoy if you can. Had dinner like 3 times. It was crazy. I mean, when I grew up, no one ever here's the thing, no one ever celebrated my birthday when I was a kid. Because number one, my birthday is on Christmas Eve. So I never like knew what it was like to actually have like a birthday. I don't think anyone has ever thrown me a birthday party in my life. You know what I mean? Like, no one has, like, my parents never did that. My parents, like, I was the second kid, and then by the time they got to me, my parents were basically getting divorced. So, like, they didn't care about me. And, like, especially, like, because my birthday was during Christmas, so Christmas was more important. You know what I mean? So it's just what it was. So like, I guess I could spoil my kids because I never really like experienced like stuff like that. All right, now we got to do the buttons for the main top buttons, guys. Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna look because the buttons are colored. So here's the artwork. Shout out to Tanya for doing this amazing illustration of Wonder Woman and Magik from the X-Men. Cool mashup, man. All right, I'm just cracking the buttons out. You'll see this graphic in a bit again. You know what? Let's just work on the bottom row first. Get this out of the way. All right, so typical gravity KT button. Got a little malnutrition, right? Dude, I have so much food in my fridge right now because we also had like a party for, you know, last weekend we had a party for my wife and daughter, right? It was their birthdays. So we got like catering, like Italian food, which my niece works at the spot too, which is even crazier. So we kind of got like the hookup, you know what I mean? Oh, Vanson, I guess you missed the summary about the buttons. So we bought 3 sets of buttons. We bought gravity blacks, we bought gravity yellows, and we bought gravity reds. And then we took the rims from the blacks and then replaced the caps with yellow and red. So literally there's 3 sets of Quamba buttons that have been used just to make these buttons. So expensive. 3 sets to make these buttons. I'll ship those back to James. Yeah, I know. James went crazy, bro. James been going crazy. James, I'm trying to explain to them your logic for these buttons. And then we have a the god knee. We have a knee lever going in, Korean lever. You had money to burn. Nice, man. James, you got kids? Knee, what a brand? It's actually Crown, but Knee's a pro Tekken player. That's Knee. Just a dog? Gotcha. You know nothing of esport. I would say, well, Knee's like one of the most popular Tekken players, like, so I'm a little surprised with that. I'm surprised you even haven't heard the name, because like, even if you don't watch Tekken, I'm pretty sure, like a lot of fighting game players would know. Oh, Knee, yeah, that's a Tekken guy, because he's like one of the Daigos of Tekken, you know. Okay, so it looks okay. So, looks okay. I just see a little dust bunny in there, so I'm gonna go in there again and get it, but for the most part, I just want to see how it looked inside. You low-key feel judged? You should know, Knee. Pop. Feel judged. No, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I mean, you're still gonna be able to see the artwork. Not a big deal. All right. Let's move on. Next button. So, Pop, it seems that you've been getting more into Formula One, huh? Yeah, we've had sidebar conversations about Formula One, me and Popsicle. That's like one of the things I started getting into. It's pretty cool. MotoGP, yeah. All right, let's do button here. Okay, last button on this end. And we can move on to the red buttons. This one I don't have to glue down because I actually have them pressure fit. Nice. All right, let's move on to this red button here. Oh, I gotta remove all the stickies. So this is basically going to be like a Tekken stick, huh, James? Alright guys, get these buttons in, then I'm gonna take a water break. I'm really thirsty. Play Tokon. I wonder how much of a push Sony and Arc System Works is going to give Tokon. What do you guys think? I give it a year. And then it's either going to really make it or it's just going to go bust. You can barely see the artwork in the red, but it's there. Yeah, advancing, like, yeah, I don't really do builds with colored buttons like this, because exactly for this reason, where a lot of the colors are so dark. Like the yellow is probably the only one that you can really see through it. But usually the colors are so dark that the artwork gets lost, and it's kind of like a pointless thing. But I don't think it matters that much, to be honest with you. In this build, it doesn't even really matter because there's not too much artwork that's getting covered anyway. The artist did a good job positioning the art so nothing really gets blocked. The licensed product. Once they had that staying power before, Token has 2 to 3 years minimum. I hope so. Okay. All the buttons are installed with artwork. We did it. Yeah, I was playing a little bit of the patch. I wasn't playing Alex, I was playing the patch. I was trying to learn all the Dalsum stuff. Okay, guys, let's bring back the side panels and get these installed. Get the buttons installed. Okay, so the right side is going to be the one that, wait, Wonder Woman is on the left, right? So Wonder Woman's on the left. I'll put these here. We got Wonder Woman here. James wants this side to be like the start home and select side, which is usually the opposite. The opposite of what I normally do, but I guess that's what James wants. That looks so good. It's gonna look good with the lights too. This is custom acrylic, advancing. It's red acrylic with glitter embedded. Pretty expensive stuff. It's not cheap. That's why we're not even doing any artwork. Nice, right, guys? Oh, look at that. Fire. Okay. Easier for me to reset things in practice mode if the touchpad were in my right hand. I can use joystick for directions. Yeah, cool. Well, you play on PlayStation the most, James? That's why. Because you actually use touchpad. PC players, like, touchpad is like a finicky thing on PC. So, like, the unused button on PC is usually share. So I use share for reset on PC. And share's on the right side, obviously. So it depends how you play, like, and what system you play on. Alright guys, let's go prep the main panel. I can find it. Here it is. Zero Pal, what's up, man? Thanks for the sub, dude. How you been? Got that Twitch Prime. You guys got the Twitch Prime. Hook your brother up. Yep, Sega 2P. The superior regular layout. I know you're a Vuelix fan of Ansem, but you should strongly consider switching. For the sake of your hands, man. Literally for the sake of your hands. Vuelix will eventually cause issues with your hands. If you play, like, with all 8 buttons, it messes up the curve of your hand. I learned the hard way. I used to be a big Vuelix guy, and then I realized how messed up my hand was from playing Vuelix so long. It's so red, right? My God. Okay, we're gonna do the Brook board. Brook 5X board. These boards are not cheap anymore, man. They're coming in at $85 with tax, plus tax. $90 just for a motherboard, man. Kind of crazy, dude. Crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I think we're gonna go board here. Hey, you know what? Should we put the board here? Think about this now. Hold on. Yeah, I might put the board in a different spot today. We do have to manually wire the switches. Let me think about this. Nah, it's alright. We'll go with the normal spot. I might have to pre-wire a couple things before we put the lever in. Let's see if I have enough space. I do. The one thing I hate about the Gen 5 board, they didn't label the freaking screw terminal, man. I don't know, this has been like the weirdest Brook board in recent times. It prints out for delivery. Nice. Hopefully USPS doesn't jank it up. Okay. Oh, so the Battle Royale is, you see how you guys are running around on the bottom? The mods or myself, we could trigger a Battle Royale, and you guys fight for basically points. And the points helps you get different characters and stuff like that for your avatar. I think it just ended. I don't know if it... I think you got it right. I think you got it right, Pop, but I think it's just because it's probably like on a spam thing, you know what I mean? Let me try it. Oh, there you go. You got it. You forgot the E. There you go. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna install. Crap. Hold on. You know what? I forgot to take my water break. Hold on. But while I'm here, I need to pull up the Brook Gen 5 board. Crap. All right. The Brook Gen 5 board. Fightstick stuff. Second from the USB port. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna pre-wire everything right now. I'm gonna put everything I need to kind of plop in right now with the PCB before I put the lever on. This is the only thing that needs to kind of get fit properly. It's this guy. And then I could put the this is the harness for the lever. I might as well get this installed too. A little bit more manual labor than usual, guys, because of all the extras. Like, for instance, we're not using Japanese lever, we have to use Korean lever, so. Who are the characters? Who's the designer of the graphics? So it's Wonder Woman, Absolute Universe Wonder Woman, and Magik X-Men. I'm gonna trim this down a little bit. Oh gosh, hold on. I'm gonna flip the board over, guys, because the orientation. Let's go, Beavis. Okay, ground is 2, 6 from the USB port. It's so crazy, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, because of the there's no labels on this board at all. So I literally have to count the terminals. Literally have to count the terminals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's grounds. Okay, now we need to do down, the down switch. Down is usually orange, right? No, down is usually red. Yeah, I'm gonna just wire all this here now. I don't have to worry about it later. While all this extra stuff is in there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, down. Up is next. Pop, if you had a 3D printer, problem solved, man. Just print one. Okay, left. Ah, damn. You don't have a buddy that has one? Okay, this is the left button. Guys, I swear, like, a 3D printer, like, they're so simple to use now. I feel like it's the new microwave, you know what I mean? I feel like people should just have one in their home. Like, okay, yesterday, my vacuum, someone misplaced, or maybe we broke this one attachment for it. I have a Dyson vacuum, like like, you know, the stick vacuums, right? And my wife was like, "Hey, what happened to this part, this thing?" And we couldn't find it. I was like, "Hold on a second." I freaking, like, just looked it up, and sure enough, someone had a replacement for it, like the STL file. Pretty incredible, man. That's just wild that you could do that. And I just printed it, and boom, we have a replacement. That would have cost like $60 on Dyson's website. Cost freaking 38 cents. All right. We got that going, guys. Let's get the lever in. Okay, really expensive lever, guys. Incoming. Sam Duxa knee lever Neo. I think these are 90 bucks. Something crazy like that, like 90 bucks. Also, we have a custom bat top that James had commissioned from another. This is a lot of commissions on this. This is a kind of a special build. So look at this. Look at this. Oh shit! I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, so much custom. I'm sorry. Here we go. So, my bad, guys. So I just wired all this whole thing up right here. I forgot I didn't have the camera on. But look at this. Look at this hilltop. Yeah, James went off on this, bro. Oh, James, hold on. You're here, right? So, do you want... This one, I think, is more dynamic on the left. I think this one is nicer. It has, like, the blacks and golds. So I'm just gonna use this one, but unless you tell me to use the one on the right. I feel like this is like Saturn. No, Jupiter. Okay. That's what I figured. One second, guys. I have to get a flathead screwdriver. For some reason, these are very, very hard to take off. Actually, no. Never mind. I lied. Okay, I'm just gonna pack all your stuff here. James, can you shout out the artists in the chat? Do we know who the artists are? I think Avanson wanted to know. One of them I read the... They also sent some caps too for you. Nice like button caps and stuff. And whenever you have time, I was just saying, dude. You know what I mean? Whenever you have time, not a big deal. Okay. Trying to get everything for James. Kind of fit everything in here if I can. Yeah, I can. What else can I fit in here? Pause. Okay. Yeah, so the Kwama box will be, I mean the knee box will be box of extras for James. Alright, you know what? I don't need to install the shaft at the moment. So I'll leave this to the side. But I do need to install the base of the lever. Okay, see, I'm glad we put the wires in, because you see how close it is to the edge here? Shaft. Pop, man, that joke, that reference isn't gonna fly like anymore, and like maybe like it already doesn't fly anymore. You almost have to be like of a certain age to even understand that at this point. You said shaft. Like only 30 and 40 somethings understand that. You're gonna introduce your kids to Beavis and Butthead. Just gonna like light things on fire in your house because of it. Oh, thanks, James. All right, I'm gonna try to get that. God damn it. I'm gonna follow both these artists right now. Hey Chowder, what's up, man? What you up to? Play any Alex today? You just got hit with a meteorite? Are you serious? Yo, where are you? It's all over the news? Holy crap. Where? Northeast Ohio? Is like stuff damaged? That's insane. Dude, that happened a couple a couple months ago in my area with an earthquake, dude. It was crazy. Like, we never have earthquakes here in the East Coast. Barely. Yeah, like a real tornado, huh? That's crazy, dude. What do you do with things like that? Freaking tornado, man. Alright, guys. Lever is installed. PCB is installed. Got our boy Frank over here. Since when do I do red enclosures? Since someone commissioned it. And because it's a commission and they have time, I can order stuff. Kind of like how I do the custom acrylics. Oh, Blue, this is my music, man. I make beats too. So yeah, you're not gonna be able to find this stuff. My old life, I was a hip hop producer. I do house, hip hop. I produced stuff for like Joel Ortiz. I did stuff with Nas. I'm an OG, bro. A lot of underground acts. Oh, nice, man. Did some stuff for Jeezy. I'm a little bit before that era. Yeah, I did the Purple remix. It's off the Lost Tapes. I did one of the remixes. I actually didn't like work side by side with them. They just used one of my beats for the remix. My boy is a barber of all things. Isn't that crazy? My boy Mikey used to cut it. Well, I don't know, because Nas lives in LA now, basically. But when he's home, he hits up my boy Mikey for cuts. I wish Nas was my best friend. You know, me and my wife were talking about, Pop. We're like, when Lewis got third, we're watching the podium. She's like, "Why isn't he our friend?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know, right? Like, I feel like Lewis Hamilton would be a cool friend." All right, guys, we are covering up the art. Yeah, Carlos Sainz. But I feel like Carlos, he's kind of like too like, because he's kind of like a model, like when he shows up in town, like not in a race, like girls be screaming and stuff. I feel like it'd probably be hard to hang out with him. I'm pretty sure Lewis is the same way too, but Lewis is kind of like low key by nature, where Carlos is just like, yes, look at me, Smooth operator. You ever see that clip of Carlos when he's like, everyone's like, "Hey, what kind of car do you drive?" And they're going around like, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Lamborghini this, Ferrari that, And then he's just like, "I drive a Golf." So good. I'm pretty sure he doesn't drive a Golf anymore, but. Plus his dad's like awesome. All right, here we go. Let's get some bolts, guys. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Just grabbing all the hardware I need. right? All right, do I need to hammer these in? Ooh, I do. Damn, it's hammer time, guys. Sometimes I do. It depends on how they make these standoffs. Sometimes they're literally like the diameter isn't exactly a quarter inch. Sometimes it is. It's weird. When it's tight like this, I have to hammer them in. Sometimes they just slide right in. Pause. Nope, I can't play on stuff like that, Advancing. I can't use a knee lever. Advancing, don't you? Didn't I tell you this, or you must have heard? But I have tendonitis on my right hand, on my hands. So, not on my hands, my basically my forearms. If I'm not careful, I can like really hurt my tendon. So I can't really use like high tension levers or Korean levers because yeah, it'll just basically ruin my tendon. So that's why I play on like a light tension, like Japanese lever. Plus I don't really play Tekken, so I don't really have I don't really like would take advantage of the you know, of the reason to have a Korean lever. Okay, guys, let's get this stripped. Go. Shout out to Tanya Peluche for this incredible graphic. This incredible illustration, I should say. Woo! So pretty. You'd be surprised. I heard Celebrity talk about their car. They take the Corolla. It's reliable and it fits the grocery. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people have stuff like that. A lot of wealthy people, they probably have like a more incognito daily driver, and then they have like a fancy car take to the restaurant when they need a flex. Makes sense, right? The thing about Korean levers though, for the hit, if you're gonna do a hit stick build, Advancing, like you kind of want to be able to remove the lever part, the shaft part. Pause. But so like Korean lever on a hit stick would kind of be crazy, unless you don't ever plan on removing it. It's been done before though. Someone here locally who drives a Vantage. What's a Vantage? I don't know what that is. Still a Civic. Steve Austin says he rides around a Ford Focus. Oh, Aston Martin. That team is doing terrible in F1. Feel so bad for them. For Alonso. I like Volvos. What's the verdict on Volvos, guys? Are Volvos, I mean, I see them around. I think they look nice, man. Subaru Legacy. I have an Impreza. Well, it's actually my wife's car. I have a Volkswagen. Okay, guys. Let's get the buttons on. All right, hold on. Let me go to my computer. Gotta go to my computer. All right. Let's get the graphic up here. You know what? Let me do a little masking. Okay. So I need to lock in on this. Volvos are fun. Yeah. Astons, I mean, they're definitely not cheap. Okay. So I have that. Go back to the bench. I'm just gonna look at my screen, which is just over there, and I have to kind of line up the button art. This one doesn't matter too much. This one, though, I have to line up the letters here. There we go. The yellow, you could definitely see more of the artwork. You have fun driving slower cars. It's more fun to drive a slow car than a fast car slow. Wait, a slow car fast than a fast car slow. It's more fun to drive a slow car fast than to drive a fast car slow. That's true. Wow. Sheesh. Are you guys the same person? What the hell? Did we have like a glitch in the Matrix right there? Yeah. We do live in a simulation, guys. We do live in the Matrix, bro. Deadass. It's a common quote around car people. Woo! Oh, man. These feel awesome. Not gonna lie. Mmm. Should we install the shaft now? I'm gonna wait because we still got a wire. So I want to keep it clean. So we will wire all this. Actually, wait, I kind of do need this. Guys, I don't do Korean levers that often, so it's like I always forget how to wire them up. Like I always forget the orientation. Like every single time, I just forget. I think you're right, Blaster. I kind of want one of those. I want... You know what? Like, my daily commute, I don't really have, like, at the moment, my commute is I just have to go to my town and drop off all your orders. And, like, I have, like, a Volkswagen SUV, right? And it's kind of, like, overkill. I wish I just had, like, a little car to zip around my little town. So, like, it would be cool to have, like, a Mini or something like that. Or, like, a smart car, one of those smart cars. How do you guys feel about those cars? All right, hold on. I'm just gonna pop this in just so I can have a reference. All right, so this is left. Okay, left. Left, right? Yep, that's left. Okay, so this is the left switch. Left, the color I chose is what? Oh, yellow. Left is yellow. Okay. Right is blue. Up is orange. Okay, and the last one obviously is down. That's up here. I think I wired that correctly. I probably didn't, but that's okay. We'll fix it later if we messed it up. The van style similar to Phobot? Oh, dude. How is Phobot, man? I feel like he hasn't been that active in our Discord. Hit him up. Dude, that would be my dream, bro. My dream car at the moment is not even a car. It's a Japanese, like, JDM camper. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up. End of the month. Advancing. The last weekend, like March 27th. I don't know what I'm doing. I think like hanging out with like Shin Paolo and those dudes. Like the Jersey crew that's going out. I don't know what I'm doing. I tried to see if any of my non-fighting game friends are around, but they're not around. I guess I got to FGC it the whole weekend. I kind of like, as much as I love fighting games, guys, I don't want to FGC a whole weekend sometimes. Like, when it comes to like going to events and stuff, like Combo Break, I'm gonna do Combo Breaker this year, for instance. But like, yeah, Phobot's a cool dude, man. All right. Wow, that was intense. This lever wire up was intense. Sheesh. Okay. I believe this is this side. I'm just gonna install this guy right here. Nice. Wonder Woman goes here. We got the guitar things facing the right way. Nice, nice. And I'm just gonna grab the top, which is the USB side. That's gonna go here. Okay, nice. Yo, Pig, thanks, man. Appreciate the sub. All right, let's go ahead and wire up the 20-pin harness, which we'll do right now. Yeah, red. Yeah, we're doing red for the first time. Okay. This is a shame. I'm not even going to use this this joystick harness right here. Maybe James can use this for like a future switches out the lever that has a PCB and use that. Let me actually just zip tie this here. Nice and neat. Have our little lever section here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, knee lever Neo for this one. You would think they would make the... You know how they have that new board for the Korean levers? They need to do that with some of these existing levers. Add the damn board, bro. Okay. So this build, it's kind of like an opposite. We're doing the main auxiliary buttons on the left side, as per James's request. Because James kind of wanted his hands free for like training mode reset stuff on the right, which kind of makes sense. It's actually kind of interesting. Maybe it is useful that way if you think about it. How do you feel about this lever, guys? Pig, have you used this lever? I've installed it, like, this is probably like my 7th build with it in. Probably more than that. Maybe even more. Okay, guys. What's happening here? This is the touchpad harness. This is the main ground chain. Let's get this installed. You'd like to give it a try? It's too heavy for me. But I mean, a lot of people swear by it. They think it's the best lever for the money at the moment. He jumped on sand jug levers. Yeah, I heard the crazy dong pal is good too. I mean, I used that one in my the last Korean lever build that we did, right? I got the Pro, the crazy dong pal Pro, apparently. I like that. I like the Pro because it had the PCB. You got a crazy dong, pal. I'm not your pal, dong. Oh, man. I mean, dude, it's like Korean dudes naming this stuff. Like weird English names, you know? It's like starting a round in Guilty Gear. Round 1. Your bathroom needs a diabolical toilet flush. Fight. You know, like just some weird shit, you know? The wheel of fate is turning. So some crazy shit. It always goes down. That's the Japanese though. But you guys know. Don't touch my dong, pal. I'm not your dong guy. Le Perv. What's up? Yeah, I do take commissions from overseas, but you're willing to pay the shipping cost, sure. Someone just asked me if I take commissions to Singapore. And I was just like, it's gonna cost $120. Do you still want to continue before we even have this conversation? They're like, no. I'm like, all right, cool. you know, it's just like, all right. That was the most efficient conversation I've had all week. They're like, no. I'm like, I bet. Europe is doable because I'm in the East Coast of the U.S. So Europe is actually, I ship to Europe the most. UK, France, shipped to Netherlands a couple times, Sweden. Germany. Sun Clutch, thanks for following, man. Yeah, I just tell people like, yo, shipping's gonna be like $100. Like, you down? You down? I'm down. Cause it's like I can only explain it in pounds right now. About like 8-pound box, 20 inches by 20 by 12 by 6. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, you know what I found too? I found people that they just like pay for a label with their job. That's amazing. They're like, nah, they literally use their work to buy a shipping label. Like, you guys are probably gonna get fired, but that's cool with me. And they buy me a shipping label. I've seen that's happened like maybe twice. Okay. Blue is touch. Brook does their cables different, man. Wait. I gotta look at the damn guide. Touchpad L3, R3. Here we go. Section right here. So it's touchpad is the opposite of ground. Okay. Touchpad opposite of ground. Touchpad opposite of ground. So that's green is touchpad. Man, what the hell? And then green, pink is L3. And R3 is... When I worked on shipping, they paid for ally shipping. It was actually perk of the roll. Really? I use pirate ship, but I use my job shipping supplies. Yeah, that's Clev all day. Clev all day, bro. Doesn't even pay for shipping supplies. He just ships all your stuff from his work. Because Clev's like I believe he's like a shipping manager. Like, you know, inventory manager, like that. Right? Oh, guys, so I'm running back Game of Thrones with my wife, right? And we got to the part where she learned Jon Snow is not a bastard. Jon Snow's not a bastard. So she was like freaking out. She's like, "Wait." It's funny. It's cool. Like, you know. She's like, "Hold up, wait." That was good. It's good to experience stuff like that. Jon Snow didn't know nothing, right? Yeah. He's just a bastard. The bastard of Winterfell. I kind of don't want to tell her how it ends though, because you know how like it's depending on how you feel about. Like, I'm definitely not gonna give her a heads up or nothing like that, but I'm curious to see how she's gonna feel if she like thinks her time was wasted. You guys know what I'm talking about. Have you guys watched Game of Thrones? Do you guys feel like your time was wasted after the ending of Game of Thrones? Guessing the special features would be guitar. Yeah, guitar strap, as you see, and of course a red enclosure. You know, we don't do red, and then the special acrylics for the sides. We never really do that often. I'm just blocking off the holes that may leak light. Yes, I feel like the end hurt of the whole show ruined the enjoyment for you. Yeah, that's why I'm like a little like worried, like my wife's gonna get mad at me that I made her sit through watching Game of Thrones. Alright guys, so at the moment we basically have most of this wired up. We have to do the LEDs, but before that we actually have artwork on the bottom. Okay, that is from Antares, the artist. So the top, let's take a quick tour so far. We have the let me get rid of this for a sec. We have the beautiful top by Tanya Peluche. So beautiful. Nice. Got the golds, black and gold. Definitely, this is definitely like a looker, huh? This is a looker. Okay. Dude, that's why I kind of don't even bother with Tekken anymore, because everyone's just ragging on Tekken all day. I don't want to play that. Okay, guys. Let's set this aside really quick. Remind me that I need to install the lever, too. We gotta do that, too. But let's get the artwork on the bottom squared away. Just make sure, yeah. Nice, that fits really good. Okay, cool. Got this peeled off. Devs are on high mescaline. High on mescaline. Been rough, but since I play pretty much every fighting game, I can always step over the Street Fighter or something else when it gets a little too hot. Got it. Everyone was telling me that I should play Grand Blue. They're like, yo, you'd be a good Grand Blue player. I'm like, I know nothing of Grand Blue. Like, I think I bought the game, the first version, but everyone told me to buy the second version, but I just never did. I just knew I wouldn't play it. You know, at one point in time, you just gotta be honest with yourself. Like, yo, I ain't playing that shit. You know what I mean? I think I should play Grand Blue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had a lot of fun playing Strive, to be honest, when it first came out. But I don't think I could catch up with the meta anymore. Is everyone streaming Alex right now on Twitch? That's probably what's happening, right? I didn't like Strive per se, but I like my character. I like Giovanna a lot. He felt like my character. I'm throwing you. 2x KO I don't jive with at all. I just don't jive with it, man. There's just like something about it. It's just like... I was doing pretty good. I picked the team in Ari. I couldn't really figure out like what like assist style I wanted, but I don't know. I just felt like after about like 4 hours in, I was just like, what am I doing, bro? I'm not even having fun. I just turned this shit off. It's just like, you know what it is? It's just so stupid. Like the absurdity of active tag is so dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to guess every time like that someone throws an assist out. Like, active tag is stupid. It's like everything that I think is fun about fighting games, about like, you know, reads and like, you know, getting a proper read or like playing good defense, it doesn't matter because active tag just breaks all of it. You know, like you can never, it's a 50-50 every active tag. It's so crazy. Oh, okay. I'm just like, honestly, I like games that Justin likes. It's probably because I'm older than him, you know, but like, I really like games that don't have that, you know, it's just like a little bit more stripped down and a little bit more of like thinking, you know. I hate to say it. You know what game I really love? I love Sam Show. The new Sam Show. It's so slow, and it's just like, it literally, it's like, you could smell, and you could like, basically break down what your opponent is thinking in real time. You know what I mean? I love that. Hey Siri, stop. I don't know, Siri just went off and did something. That's fair. I don't like when mechanics take too much place over fighting. And me too. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm an OG, you know? The OG in me. Like, Marvel 3 was cool. It was like, okay, it's just enough Marvel series, just enough crazy that it's like, okay, it's still crazy, but like you learn how to defend against the setups and stuff. I feel like with the active tag stuff, like anything can happen at any point, and it adds like a level of absurdity. I'm just not digging that, man. Alright, one sec, guys. Yeah, I love that. I love Sam Show. Too bad the netcode was ass. That's why I stopped playing it. Alright, so we need to do ground is J3. Ground, and then... Wait, did I wire this like a maniac? Oh no, we're good. Okay, so... red and then black, got it. Okay. New to the channel, you make custom sticks on stream from step 1. I wouldn't say completely step 1, Shanubi, because like there's just stuff that I just can't do on stream. You know, like, but I would say like I try to do everything that I can on stream, especially like the most pertinent stuff. But like for instance, like I also do this job is the client who's in the chat, James. He's on our YouTube chat. our client got artwork commissioned, but like I do graphics as well, right? So I do graphic. Actually, most of my builds, I would say like 75% of my builds, I do all the graphics for too. So sometimes, you know, because like things need to happen, like approvals, you know, like a client has to approve the graphics, of course. I can't continue, you know, so sometimes I'll do a graphics only stream. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a graphics only stream and then like have to wait until it's approved to go ahead and proceed with the build. But like I leave all the stuff that's like all the busy work stuff out of the way. Like I'm not gonna let you sit and watch a 3D print happen, right? Does that make sense, Sean? Like would you sit for 4 hours while a 3D print goes? No. You know what I mean? So it's like all that stuff, the laser cutting, you know, I don't do that stuff on stream, obviously. So I get to the point where I can build it, and then that's what I'll stream. Does that make sense? Basically, like by the time I get to the stream, it's basically like 10 hours of work is already done. 10, 12, it depends how much stuff, obviously, but. Yo, sitting, I mean, like, I would have to do something else while a 3D print goes in the background. But, like, some of these prints, they take 2 hours, you know? Like, the corners that I'm showing you, these 3D printed corners, like where I'm pointing at right here, it's 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Depending on how many colors and stuff. Okay, guys. No, the corners are 3D printed. The corners are 3D printed, Sean. Everything else is acrylic. I do, well, this one is the client commissioned this two artists, so I'm putting, this one is a commission piece from the client, but I do most of my graphics. Sean, jonyfraze.com, and then you can click on commissions. You'll see a gallery of all the stuff I've done. Also, guys, if you guys are new here, we did get nominated for an Evo Award for Best Product for our DIY kits. Not these commissions, but the DIY kits. Yeah, I have played Under Night. It's fun. Definitely fun. You know what, guys? I forgot. Let's make some custom foams for James. Let me turn my laser cutter on. Let me get this feet installed and we'll do the custom foams. You know what? I gotta make sure the LEDs work. We'll do a quick check. Nice. The shaft has a lot of wobble to it. Is that normal? Yes, on the wobble? Really? That's normal? It's supposed to wobble like that? I don't really remember the... it's been a while. Yeah, special topper, yeah. Hold on. I think maybe I installed the actuator upside down. Let me check. I think I maybe installed the actuator upside down. Yeah, one sec, James. Let me I want to double check. If it feels off. Something's off. But it's supposed to have a little wobble, right? I forgot. I haven't done a knee lever. Well, I think I've done one recently. That's why I know it doesn't feel right. Hold on. Yep. I think I did it wrong. Yeah, I installed that upside down. There we go. I knew it felt off. I was like, something's wrong. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the LEDs look too. James, you still in the chat, right? So I think I'm gonna do the Wonder Woman logo and the Magik logo on the foams. Like I'll do like one side with Wonder Woman, like 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4 will be Magik. But I have to line that up. I'm hoping I don't have to open this again. Okay. Let's do grab a USB-C cable. This is definitely a tall boy. Anytime you put a Korean lever in a stick. Yeah. Yeah. You can barely see it on the top because of the black rims, but it is firing off. But this is something that we discussed with James, but on the sides you can see the LEDs because of the clear buttons. That's why I typically use clear for my work. Check. Yeah. Check. But yeah, the LEDs do work. You can see them a little bit. Oh yeah, lever feels so much better. Oh my god. Yeah, that feels way better. Actually, you can kind of see the LEDs. They are going off from here. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it'll probably look cool when it's dark. All right, let's let me unplug this for now. Let's sit down and try to design some. Yo, Gordash, what up, fam? Okay. All right, so we have the logos already from the sides. Let's see. Sides. Let's turn the top layer off, turn the bottom layer off, turn the mask off. What happened to my tunes? All right, here we go. One sec, guys. I have to re-download the file from James because I edited it to the point where I can't use it anymore. Yeah, that works for me. I usually have the LEDs set to a solid color. Probably just turn them yellow or white. Nice. Not save that. Oh, I downloaded the wrong file. Okay, here we go. So I need to nab these guys. You know what? I'm gonna try to remove the circle part of this and just grab the sword, because the circle will kind of throw things off on the etching. So figure let's just grab this. Got that. And then let's grab the Wonder Woman. Grab that, paste that. Okay. We have our two symbols here. This one, I think I need to like darken that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. There's a lot of noise in the background here. You see it? I gotta delete all this. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I got our 2 files kind of prepped for etching. Let me bring in a window for our laser cut. All right, so we got to do... For me, I already decided there are many for the dub DIY builds to be based on. Nice, man. Thank you for the support. Okay, so this is the foams. 4mm cut foam. All right, then we're gonna bring in what we just made for James. So we're gonna do Wonder Woman here. See if I can size this. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think we have to angle it. Maybe do like a 45. Yeah, that's 45. And then make it small. Okay, so there's that, and then we got to do this guy, and that's got to rotate this way because that's... Okay, and then let's bring in the other logo, the Magik logo. Where'd you go? Honestly, doesn't look too great. Shit, should we have left the... Fuck, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. I should have left the circle. I'm just gonna grab the circle again. Clean this up, make sure there's nothing, no straggling points. Whoa. There's a lot of weird, like, little... Oh, man. I'm gonna delete all this stuff. You know what a good trick is? If you add a stroke to things, you could see all the loose lines. You see? See all these loose lines? Sheesh, man. I don't know where all this extra junk came from. There we go. Much better. Save that. Clear layer style. Okay. Copy this, bring this here. It's pretty subtle, but I think I'll get the job done. Okay. Let's go to the dungeon real quick, and I have to pick out, let's see, do I have my dungeon cam? Whoa. I do have my dungeon cam. Alright, cool. Let's grab some foam. Good piece of foam. If I have one laying around. There you go. This piece looks friendly. Yeah, I have a bunch of scrap. I always like save my scraps as best as I can, so I can make little knickknacks here and there. Today we're going to use it for some custom foams. Right. Get that set. You guys see the piece in there, right? So now it should show up on my preview on my main screen. There we go. Now I can kind of like get this together here. All right, so then these I need to set to foam raster. So basically it will etch out those areas first, and then it will do the cut of the actual foam. All right, so let's get my settings dialed in. I wonder how long this will take. What's up, Juno? Dímelo, dímelo. There we go. Print this out. Four minutes. That's not so bad. I thought it was gonna take longer, like dead ass. I thought it was gonna take longer. All right, let's go to my laser. All right, let's hit print. It's a lot of it's gonna be covered because of the camera. That's okay. We'll let this go. Yeah, so that's gonna chop that up. What you up to, Juno? Let's hang out for a little bit. 3 minutes to hang out. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna have some lunch after this. Test the stick out, update the firmware, all that good stuff. Three minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't even check that. I didn't even play Alex, bro. I just picked my character. There's some dope stuff that Dawson can do now. Check this out. The homie Breezy Man already posted some tech. This is all the stuff that Dawson can do. I was labbing this last night. Yeah, medium punch can go into mummy now, into super. Yeah, so medium punch, you can mummy, throw fireball mix like that. That's pretty crazy, right? Yep, just fierce. Float into fierce. Float into fierce is crazy. That's crazy pressure right there. Yo, how's the scene on that side? Any tourney? Yeah, we got Iron Grid all the time, man. You got it. Juno, you been Iron Grid? That's literally like our best tournament, man. I think it's this, is it last week? No, it was last weekend. What am I doing for lunch? I got crazy leftovers from, we catered some food for my wife's and my daughter's birthday party this weekend, bro. The whole last week, that's why I was like, last week was crazy because I was trying to finish work, but there's just so much to do. A lot of March babies, yeah. I gotta go out and touch grass. Yo, what was that? Hold up, I need to learn that. Bap, bap. That's crazy. After throw, fireball. You can do mummy into super. I know that. Yeah, I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play games later. I definitely want to learn how to use these in a match. That's crazy right there. It's still a mix though. That's crazy. Alright, looks like our laser is done, guys. Let's head over back to the laser. Let's grab these. Ooh, how'd they come out? That looks pretty cool. So it'll be like Wonder Woman side and the other side, like that. Okay, got some custom work done on the laser. Bring it back to the builds. Dude, my stream deck isn't working right now, so I have to manually change scenes like a crackhead. All right, here we go. We back to James's build. But sorry guys, I kind of have to angle this a little different. Okay, so Wonder Woman. Wait, yeah, it goes like this, right? Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman side. And then we got Magik and Magik like that. Very nice. Let's get this going. That was heavy metal at first. Oh, Hanzo, heavy metal, the artist, right? Okay, last touch. Oof. Ooh, nice, guys. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. Let me plug her into the test. Do a quick test. Mic check, mic check. Okay, let's test all the inputs. Up, down, left, right. Okay, that's nice and good. PS button. PS button, start button. Shouldn't the share button work? Share. I gotta check why share is not working. Oh, interesting. Okay, and then L3 is working. Oh, share's here. Oh, it's a Brook board! I just realized this is a Brook board. Yeah, Brook boards are weird, man. And then we got L3, R3, and share's touchpad. Okay, that works over here. Got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all working. All right, everything seems to be in order, guys. What are the best boards? I particularly use a GP2040 CEs lately, but it really just depends on what you like, man. You know what I mean? Not really a this board is better than that board type situation nowadays. You know what I'm saying? This generation's strange. They're just, I mean, they came off the gate with a lot of bugs, and people had to patch them and stuff like that, so... You know, and nowadays, you can't even program, like, there's no software to program them. You know what I mean? There's no software to program them, to customize them. Okay, guys. So that feels pretty good. Pardon? Oh, here, I'll just give you the one on my website. Okay, guys, I gotta go back to the bench. I have a guide on my website. Takahira. If you use my kits, there's a full DIY guide and a whole Discord to help you. All right. Looking like we finished everything. I still gotta do a little testing. I gotta update the board and stuff. James, if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna ship this tomorrow for you. Just because I have like a pretty crazy rest of the day. My kid has like a play, so I can't even like go to the UPS store. I gotta go like drop her off, and she has to get ready and stuff like that. So I will ship this tomorrow once I test everything. But yeah, just letting you know, I won't get this out today. I ship from the US. Yes, correct. I'm in New York City area. All right, guys. We finished the build for the homie James. This artwork is featuring this fantastic illustration by Tanya Petouche. Beautiful. This character here is Wonder Woman, Absolute Universe Wonder Woman. And then we also have Magik on the bottom here, Marvel, X-Men. And she's kind of stylized as like the Marvel Rivals version of her. So up here it says Diana of the Wild Isle. And this is Queen of Limbo, obviously. Beautiful, right? That's the top artwork here. What's up, Bifu? Okay, lever. We are using a custom pill top. Look at this. Marvel custom black and gold pill top on a knee lever Neo. Amazing, amazing lever. We also have custom gravity KT buttons. So we actually used 3 sets of buttons to create this button. We bought a set of black, we bought a set of red, and we bought a set of yellow because James is crazy and wanted this look. But anyway, we used the black rims and swapped in the caps from the red and yellow, and they're clear, so I put the artwork inside of them. So Diana of the Wild Isle. Awesome, right? Okay, we also have some LEDs in here, but they're going to be a little dim because the rims are actually dark. But you can see them shining through. And you can definitely see them on the sides, right over here. So we will get to the sides. As you can see, we have used a custom glitter and red acrylic. They actually shine gold. It's gold glitter and red acrylic. And then this little gold piece here is a guitar strap lock. Gold guitar strap lock, because again, James is crazy, right? The 3D print, we did red, gold, and black to kind of match. Okay, and that's basically the sides here. So this side has a USB port with a gold USB trim, USB-C, super shiny, mirror on this side here. Okay, this side has the Magik logos, the logo for Magik. Right, and then this side has the logos for Wonder Woman, which you'll see right over there. Okay, and this side here is just a panel of that fancy acrylic. All right, and then on the bottom here, you will see the graphics for Wonder Woman and Magik again. Looking kind of cool. Oh, this artwork was done by Antares. Shout out to Antares. Yeah, acrylic's nice, right? Not cheap though. It's like $25 a sheet. And then, you know, we were going to do this on black, but I was like, dude, we have to do this right. If we're going to do this build, we have to put it on red. So we got custom red acrylic, which is something that we don't normally do. So the main acrylic is red. So this is my first red case. Super nice, right? Yep, we just finished this today. Started at what, like, maybe almost 9 a.m. today. And yeah, we got this done. I would need a custom art piece from that guy Boss Logic. Yeah, I don't think he does Fightsticks no more though, Bifu. I think Boss Logic kind of graduated to like just doing like real media. You know what I mean? Kind of like what you did. But I don't think he does Fightsticks anymore. Maybe, right? Yeah, I might just pay him right. I mean, everyone's got a price, right? Just do it. I mean, that's probably a quick job, but it depends how busy he is, right? That's really about it. Pay him a premium, yeah. Yeah, worst case, you get told no, right? And you find another good artist. He's in Saudi Arabia now? Why? He's not in Australia anymore? I guess he lives there. Amazing, man. Alright, guys. So we have finished the build. I'm going to do a little bit of testing on my end. And I got to... James, the reason also I need a little bit of time because you have a lot of extra gear. I don't know if I have a box that could fit all this stuff, to be honest with you. I might have to go source a box, dude. Because you shipped me all this extra gear. I'm going to have to try to consolidate everything. Yeah, I have to give you the remote and everything, the cable, and try to ship all the extra gear you sent me. He's from Australia, though, so... Cool. Oh, he's from Syria, I got you. Alright, guys. That's going to be my time. I'm going to go and, yeah, do a little bit more testing. Make sure it works on PlayStation. Update the Brook board, because I haven't done that yet. If it needs an update. And we'll go from there. Alright? I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments if you're on YouTube. Alright? You guys have a fantastic rest of the day. I'll check you guys out later, man. Peace, peace.